Today I am going to explain the vertical motion of an object. So, the vertical motion of an object in one dimensional motion. So, and there are two cases in a vertical motion of an object. Number one, a freely falling motion, and number two, a vertically projected motion. So, before before starting the description or the explaining the simulation, first let me write an important equations in kinematics. So the equations are, so V is equal to U plus AT, sorry, so V is equal to U plus AT, and S is equal to UT plus half AT square, and V square minus U square is equal to 2AS. So these are the important equations of kinematics which describe one dimensional motion of an object, Now first I'll explain the freely falling body motion. So freely falling object. So the simulation, so this is the freely falling object. So first let me write the conditions for the freely falling object. So for a freely falling object, the initial velocity u is equal to 0, and there is an acceleration that a is equal to g, and here I am assuming that g is equal to 10 meter per second square. G is acceleration due to gravity. Now if I write these two conditions for these three relations, so you will get that V is equal to, since u is equal to 0, so V is equal to g into t, which means V is directly proportional to the time. So as the time increases, the velocity increases linearly, and S is equal to, since u is equal to 0, so you will get that half gt square, which means the displacement is directly proportional to the square of the time. So if you plot the graph S versus t, you will get a parabola, and the last relation V square minus U square is equal to AS, which means V square is equal to 2GS, let me say. So the final velocity attained by the object after traveling a distance, let me say this distance, so V is equal to square root of 2GS. Now let us observe the animation. So how a freely falling object is moved. So please observe here. So this is the object which is falling to the ground. So now see here. So this is the freely falling object. So it is falling. So the first graph shows the distance versus time. The second graph shows velocity versus time. The third graph shows acceleration versus time. So let me pass at a particular situation. So see here, so this is the condition. So this is a freely falling object. So please observe the position versus time. As I have mentioned here, the position is directly proportional to t square, which means the position is parabolic in nature. The position versus time graph will be parabolic in nature, which means the distance covered. So please observe here. Yeah, so please observe here. So the distance covered, so let me divide the entire, this is the total how many seconds, this is the time for 2 seconds. So now there are 4 parts, let me say this is for 0.5 seconds, and this is for 1 second, and this is in 1.5 seconds, and this is in 2 seconds. So the distance traveled in first 0.5 second is the minimum, and the distance traveled in the last 0.5 second is the maximum, which means as the time increases, the distance traveled by an object is increasing exponentially. So the distance traveled in the first 1 second, this is the total distance traveled in the first 1 second, is very much less when compared to the distance traveled in the next 1 second. So let me say, so you please observe here, this is from 20 to 10, which means the first 10 meters covered in a time of 1.4 seconds, and the next 10 meters will be covered in just 0.6 seconds. So this is how a position versus time graph is varied for a vertically drop object. And as I have mentioned here, the acceleration, so v is directly proportional to t, so which means the acceleration is constant, so the velocity will increases with respect to time, and it is a linear increase, so that you will get a straight line. So this is velocity versus time graph. So I'll just try to redraw for you. So this is s versus t, which means it is a parabolic, and if you plot graph v versus t, so it is a straight line. And since the acceleration is constant, then you will get a straight line parallel to the x-axis. So now let me play once again. So you please observe, so how the body, the vertical dropping body, is covering the distances and the respective graphs. So yeah, now let me explain. Now I will remove all these. I'll just try to explain the motion of, the motion of the motion of a vertically projected object. So this is the now the second case, which shows the motion of vertically projected object. So now first let me write the equations for vertically projected objects. So the next case is vertically projected. So vertically projected means acceleration a is equal to minus g. In the previous case, a is equal to plus g, so that velocity will increases as the object is freely falling. But in the vertically projected case, as the acceleration is equal to minus g, which means v is equal to u minus gt, which means as the time increases, the velocity should decrease. So that you can observe the graph. So see here, and as you can also observe the ball which is projected. So as it is moving upward, the velocity is decreasing, and velocity becomes 0 at a maximum height, and once it starts falling, again the velocity increases, and s is equal to ut minus half gt square, which means the distance covered in the vertically projected case, the distance covered, so it is quite opposite to the freely falling object, which means it covered maximum distance in the first 1 second and covered minimum distance in the last 1 second in case of vertically projected case. And yeah, the remaining equation, v square minus u square is equal to minus 2gs. So now let me explain. Yeah, just a moment, I'll explain. So see here, this is the vertically projected case. So the object started from here with an initial velocity 20 meter per second. So as it is moving to the upward, since the acceleration is negative, so the velocity start decreases, and the velocity becomes 0 here. Here the velocity will become 0, and it covered maximum distance in the first 1 second and minimum distance in the next 1 second. So clear, so that you will get the quite opposite graph for s versus t of the previous case. So I will show you. So if you plot s versus t, so quite opposite graph, so something this graph. So in this graph, it is covered maximum distance in the first 1 second, but here minimum distance covered in the first 1 second and the maximum distance in the last 1 second. Here it will cover the maximum distance in the first 1 second, the minimum distance in the second 1 second. And the velocity versus time, if you plot v versus t, the velocity decreases and becomes 0. So you observe here, it becoming 0 and then increases in opposite way. So this is, and sorry, yeah. So this the next part, the second part shows the again the freely falling object case. So please observe. Yeah, so the second half in each graph represents the freely falling object. The first half in each graph shows the vertically projected object. So this is the graphical representation of freely falling object and vertically projected object. For a simulation part, please go to the description link, and for similar videos, please do subscribe.